What you should do every single morning before the stock market opens, before you start day trading. Talking about it in this video, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to make a quick little video talking about things that I need to work on before I start day trading in the morning, and then things I think that are very important when you wake up in the morning, when you first start day trading for the day. Something, just kind of a routine, what you should be looking at, what you should be doing. So one of the first things I like to do is just take a look at the overall market. It's very easy. Boom, I want to see what's going on with the overall market. I can see, maybe it's gapping down pre-market, maybe it's gapping up. What's going on with the overall market? It's very easy looking at SPY. Boom. Now I know, okay, market's doing this, it's kind of gapping down, doesn't look that good, it's kind of red. Okay, now I know. I might also kind of look at some other stocks that are, I'm holding, or overall stocks. I think one thing I really need to focus on is I need to make sure that I'm looking at previous stocks that I've traded in the last couple of days, because today I missed out on an amazing opportunity on a stock that I shorted yesterday for only a $1.25 move here. Look at this, ESPR. I mean, look, honestly, I'm speechless. I am speechless at how big of a fail this really was. So ESPR this morning at 9:30 went from 44.96, dropping, and it never spiked. I mean, there's a little bit of a spike there, but it went all the way to $33 from that $45 area. The first real bounce wasn't until $38. So ESPR was a stock that I shorted the day before, had a little bit of a short play in it, made a little bit of money, didn't even check it this morning. I did not even check it this morning. What was I doing? What was I thinking? So it's very important. If you find a stock that you traded the day before, or the day, then during that week, or whatever stock's hot at the time, take a look at it. You never know. Sometimes stocks that, gap up one day and then crash at the end of the day will end up gapping up again. People will short them, or stuff will go on. So like BOXL, same idea. What did this thing do the day before? It pumped up big and then kind of really just faded the rest of the day, didn't do anything. And then this morning, what did it do? It went from $11 up there to $17.50 in the first 15 minutes. It's very important to look at stocks that you've traded previously the last couple days, maybe even previous runners from a week ago. So look back, take a look at what's going on, what stocks you've traded before. You always have kind of an idea in your head of like, oh, I know this stock's always moving around, there's always stuff going on. This is a classic pump and dump type of stock. Also, I think over time you'll kind of learn, you'll see stocks that you trade a lot. You'll see different stocks that always are just moving around. They always kind of pop up. You kind of know it from the past, like, oh yeah, I've traded this stock before. It's got previous resistance. It's had trouble, or, when I traded it before, it had trouble going higher because it was so crowded. So you'll learn about stocks over time. There's always those stocks that pop up on the scanner that I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely a pump and dump. This is definitely a stock that I've traded before, a stock that I have seen make major moves. So you'll kind of learn that over time. So I think it's important to kind of, in the morning, before you start trading, kind of have a game plan. Look at the stocks that you've traded before, the last couple of weeks, last couple of days, or whatever it is. Just kind of look at certain stocks and have that in the back of your mind. I did not even look at this stock this morning. I did not even look at it. I was looking at LPI for a 50-cent move. This thing went down over $10, and I didn't even look at it. And one of the reasons I didn't look at it is because it didn't do anything pre-market. If you don't have a way to find stocks, it's easy. Check out stockmarketwatch.com. There it is, pre-market. I can see what stocks are moving around. This morning, look, was ESPR on there? Nope, ESPR was not on the list. So again, that's kind of why I missed it, but I should have known. I should have looked at ESPR because I have traded ESPR in the past. Also, you can look at after hours. So the after hours chart might be a little different. This would be stocks that moved around. This will actually be today's after hours. But tomorrow morning, let's say I wake up and I want to see what stocks kind of moved around after hours last night. I can do that by checking out stockmarketwatch.com, and it's all there, pre-market and after hours. So if you aren't already, check it out. If you're, you don't really have a scanner, you don't really know how to find stocks, I think this is the best way to find stocks that are gapping up, gapping down. So those are important things to think about when you first start out in the morning. Also, another thing I think about is just kind of having a game plan, looking for a couple of different stocks, having your charts set up, having everything dialed in. Make sure your internet's good to go. Make sure your buying power is good to go. You want to make sure everything's good, because when the market opens, when the emotion starts, when it all starts happening, the last thing you want is for your internet to go out, or you want have buying power. So you need to check on all those things. If you're using SureTrader, you can actually every single morning you can update your buying power if you really want to. You can do that. You can also just check it in your account report. Make sure your buying power is 6 times whatever your account balance is. That way you know, okay, I'm good to go. We're ready for action. Take a look at what stocks have been moving around recently. Just briefly look at those stocks. Look at what stocks are gapping up, what stocks are gapping down, and also just kind of scan over social media. There's going to be, stock tweets, Twitter, stuff like that. Certain people will always kind of put watch list out. They'll talk about certain stocks. Keep an eye out for different chat rooms that are notorious for pumping stocks. So if you see a chat room who's like, oh, this stock's going up, keep an eye on that stock. You really just want to be prepared for the market open and have as many options as possible. This is obviously something that I need to work on. I need to work on having a better plan when I get ready to trade in the morning, because obviously ESPR, I'm speechless. I'm honestly speechless. But really, have a plan, be ready for the market open, and I think that's the best way to really start out the day. Look at stocks you've already traded, look at stocks that are hot that day, have everything dialed in, have your computer, have everything going, everything ready. Because once the market opens, it's time to make some money. So there you go, a couple things to think about when you first wake up in the morning, when you first start trading. Have a list of things that you do every morning, have a routine, and that's kind of what I need to work on. I need to make sure I have a better routine, a better watch list, a better idea of what stocks I've traded recently. Or ESPR was a really big eye-opener that I need to open my eyes in the morning. I need to focus. I need to be more focused. A lot of times I wake up and I just don't focus enough, and obviously ESPR was a prime example of that. So there it is. I'll talk to you guys later on.